going on, friends? It's your boy Danny Brasco Bets. You are live and direct right here at Pick Profits, so now yous can't leave. Oh, baby. For anyone tailing our bet yesterday, we had the over in the Loyola Chicago versus Richmond matchup. Tough first half, not a lot of points scored, and I started getting some messages from people, oh, sick bet, dude. Oh, you suck at this. What do you do? I have one thing to say. Shut the fuck up. Crushed it, covered comfortably by 8 points. You gotta never give up in this game. Never surrender. You know, we're gaining a lot of followers, and I'm gaining gratitude, but I'm also gaining haters, and I'm gaining spite as well. So come on, Danny, take the emotion out of it. That's what I tell everyone to do. You're better than that. Let's move forward. We're looking at this SEC championship game, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Florida Gators. This is a fun one. Should be a high-scoring matchup. Let's get into some stats, some trends, and figure out where we want to make our pick in this game. Analyzing data. Here we go. The storyline in this one is really the Heisman Trophy race. It's going to be Mac Jones versus Kyle Trask, and Trask was looking on track. That was stupid to maybe get that Heisman, but after a terrible upset loss to LSU, who upset them, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore. Florida not in playoff contention, so this is a pride game for them, playing for that SEC championship. Meanwhile, Alabama just continues to steamroll people. Let's look at the Tide first. Alabama 10-0, undefeated straight up, 8-2 against the spread. All they do is cover. Man, Nick Saban got it going on. Happy to be on his team if you're gambling. Their offense is obviously stellar. It's the best. They're number 2 in total score in the nation, and they're number 1 in yards per play. They go down the field at will, whether it's on the ground or in the air. Taking a look at their defensive rankings, number 13 in total score on defense, and they've got sort of an inexperienced secondary. That's where they can struggle a little bit, other than what should be a future NFL cornerback in Patrick Surtain Jr. He's nasty. But looking at, their offensive game, Najee Harris is averaging 5.9 yards a carry. That's ridiculous. He's got 22 touchdowns. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate as well. And meanwhile, if we look at the Gators defense defending the run, they're 87th in defensive rushing success. Not good. So the Tide should be able to move the ball at will. If you can open up the game with the run, Mac Jones should have no problem airing it out as well. They're going to be able to do that dual threat offense and do whatever they really want, I think, on the Gators. Alabama's averaged 49.5 points per game this season. That's crazy against a defense that doesn't have that much to write home about. So I'm liking Alabama's offense in this one. Let's take a look at the Gators. They are 8-2 straight up, but 4-5-1 against the spread. Not good. They're coming off, like I said, that loss to LSU. Muy mal. That's not good. Threw in a little Spanish there. I don't know why. Number 1 in passing yards is their offense behind Kyle Trask. So that's where they shine. They can air that ball out. And they're number 5 in yards per play. So both offenses are really dynamic. Kyle Trask has been awesome this year. There's no doubting that. Problem for them is tight end Kyle Pitts. He's one of their star players on offense. He's questionable to go. If he can't go, they lose a key piece on offense. That makes me worried for Florida. And then, like I already mentioned when I was chatting about Alabama's offensive prowess, well, on defense, the Gators are 53rd in yards per play allowed. That's not good. And they're 97th in explosive passing yards. So they're giving up a lot on the ground. Not a good defensive success rate against the run. They're 97th in explosive pass plays, so it looks like Alabama might have a field day on them. Florida doesn't have much of a run game themselves to speak of. They only average about 4 yards a carry per team, so I don't know if they can really control that clock and sort of play this like possession-dominant football. And what's interesting to me is I like to read all sorts of articles and perspectives. And I was reading an article from a guy that works at FanDuel. He's a pro capper, and he's a Florida Gators fan, and he's betting against them in this one. Here's what he had to say. He says, what doesn't show up in the stats is how much this defense has struggled getting lined up. There have been so many times where players have no idea what they're supposed to be doing, and you frequently see them looking around yelling at each other when the ball is being snapped. That's going to be tough against Nick Saban's offense. Its defensive metrics, he says, look better than they should due to a post-September schedule of Missouri, Georgia with Stetson Bennett at quarterback, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Tennessee, and LSU. There have been so many times where Florida has been bailed out by bad throws after letting a guy run wide open down the field. Bottom line, he says, Smith and Heisman Trophy candidate Mac Jones aren't going to miss on those chances that other teams have. So a Florida Gators fan himself, betting against his heart. You got to kind of like that when you take into account sports gambling. I like when people fade their own heart. That means they're using all brain there. Taking a look at some trends to seal the deal on our bet here. Alabama is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games against Florida. Alabama is 6-0 in their last 6 games straight up against Florida. Alabama are 5-0 in their last against the spread in their last 5 games, and Alabama are 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games against an SEC opponent. This is the SEC championship game. Saban's going to have those boys ready. I love it here. Loving the play. Let's go. Alabama minus 16.5. I'll take the spread. They're covering. They're going to light the scoreboard up. I see them putting a 50 piece on them here. So give me Alabama on the spread. Minus 16.5. They're winning by 3 scores or more. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think about this matchup? Leave your take in the comments. I want to know. If you want to get on the premium team, that's just the free pick. You can get the premium plays today. If you shoot us a DM and find out how to get involved, we'd be happy to chat with you and work with you one-on-one. We do good things over here at Pick Profit. You're going to want to be on our side. If you need a sports book to place those bets, check out BETUS. We work with them, and we've got a sick promo code. If you use PICK125, you can get 125% of your deposit matched up to $2,500. That's a lot of free money. You also get a free week of premium picks when you use that promo code. Shoot us a message for any questions. We're here for you guys. Let's go make some money today. Huge day ahead. College football, NFL on Saturday, UFC. I'm loving today. If you can't tell by my energy, I'm jacked up. Let's go get it. Alabama, spread. Peace out. Let's get this spread. Booyah, Kasha. Woo.